More good news hits the Nigerian movie industry as curators of the annual Africa International Film Festival in Lagos announced activities for the 6th installment of the film festival. Hollywood's current Rave, Birth of a Nation by Nate Parker is confirmed to screen on the opening night, setting a record as being the first Hollywood blockbuster to officially enter an African film festival.
And nobody can take it away.
These books are for white folks. They're full of things your kind wouldn't understand. You're a special boy, Nathaniel. Study hard here.
Your slaves sure do know how to behave.
Well, they God-fearing. One of them's a preacher.
People might pay good money to have them calm down a bit, especially by one of their own.
I lead you to Peter 2:18. Submit yourselves to your masters, not only to those who are good and considerate, but also to those who are harsh.
When we got the news first, we were very undecided. But then I watched the trailer, and it's really, really about Africa. It started from here. If you notice in the first scene, there's an African, like what we would call our Dibia here, but he's chanting, he's like, saying all these incantations in I believe in some type Ghanaian language. It's a Ghanaian, and he was, saying how he thought this child was very wise and he'd go far. You feel like it's an African movie. And, basically, you won't feel like it's an African movie. It talks about slavery, how we left here, how we went over there. So I thought it was a good movie for Africans to see and remind us from where we're coming from and, of our history.
The Lord spoken to me. Visions of what's to come. A rise of good against evil.
What are we gonna do?
We'll fight. But once it begins, our brothers and sisters will join. And we'll number in the hundreds, thousands even.
And we'll rise up. I like the waves. We'll rise up.
You fight.
In spite of the ache, we'll rise up.
You fight for us all.
We'll do it 1,000 times again.
I pray you sing a new song. Let the high praise of God be on the mouths of the saints and a two-edged sword in their hand to execute vengeance on the demonic nations. Sing to him a new song.
And we'll rise up. I like the waves. We'll rise up. In spite of the ache, we'll rise up. And we'll do it 1,000 times again.
I've never looked beyond us and our films, but now you have these big studios coming to us and saying, please can you screen our movies? We've had some white people come and we say, oh, well, maybe not for the opening, because it's the Africa International Film Festival. So the interest is growing internationally. We have the city of Rome, and I keep mentioning them because I know what they're planning, and their planning is big. In fact, as we speak, they're about ending, or they maybe ended their meeting that will decide precisely what they're going to do in the festival this year.
The film festival is built to close with Nollywood's highly anticipated movie 76 by Izu Ojukwu. The movie, which set a fictitious story around the notorious coup of 1976, which led to the assassination of the then head of state, General Muritala Mohammed, also screened at the Toronto International Film Festival and more recently, the London International Film Festival, where it reportedly received rousing acclaim. The founder of AFRIFF believes the success of 76 and other films in that category is down to increased funding with the Nigerian film industry.
Biggest and richest nation and the world's 8th largest oil producer.
Which spiraled into a recall of ambassadors of countries.
Coup now begins to look more and more like a straightforward military approach.
Are you aware of the breach of national security recently?
What is my husband's name?
We're telling our stories better because we have more funds, thanks to BOI, Access Bank, and everybody else who has the funds to give out. When you have your business plan and you know what you're doing, then you don't mind taking a loan, knowing that you're going to get your money back. So basically, that's what's happening.